doing, I don't know how long ago. All right, we are live. It is the Hey Frase podcast. I'm finally recording on my end. You guys, welcome to the show. It is Tuesday, and of course, as we mentioned, your host always. I'm Sarah Fraser. Andrea Lopez is here. We are live across all platforms. YouTube, we love you. We're obsessed. Twitch, okay, please. We're like, I said to Dan the other day, let's have date night on Friday night, and I want to play video games. I do.
Really good for you guys.
I would love to learn how to play some video games. I don't know how to play, what is it, Fortnite? I don't know how to play that.
Dan would do FIFA for soccer.
FIFA. Oh my God. Let's play FIFA. I am ready to be on the Women's World Cup team. So anyhow, Twitch, we love you. Shout out to you. We're live on Periscope. We're live on Facebook. I'm kicking back here and crossing my heels because we got a ton of pop culture to get to. This show is all about comedy, pop culture, and our crazy lives. Y'all, I moonlight as a foot fetish tramp. So if you want to pay for me to fuck a bunch of cauliflower, hey, I am here for it. All right. Our show is not safe for work. If you have little ones around, we're sorry. This is mommy and daddy happy hour time. You know, like I say, fill them full of Benadryl, put them down, and then grab a drink and watch our show, even though it's 10:15 a.m. Eastern Standard and like 6 a.m. on the East Coast or 7, whatever.
Thanks.
Or West Coast.
Or whatever it is, West Coast.
All right, AJ, how are you this morning? What is going on? As I mentioned, I'll get to, we have a ton of pop culture to talk about.
Well, the news, I mean, yeah, I love when I wake up and there's just like the juiciest, trashiest news. Those are the days I like. I don't really like serious news. So when I heard that Courtney Stodden was back in the mix, I got very excited.
Oh, you did? Okay, great. Well, we got to talk about Megan Fox confirming her new relationship with Machine Gun Kelly. We'll also talk about why you're hearing about Courtney Stodden. And if you don't have any idea who she is, we'll fill you in. You guys, how are you feeling right now? I want your comments in the comment section on Facebook. I want you starting a watch party on your page and sharing this show. Down in Louisiana, there is a petition with thousands of signatures to remove Confederate statues and replace them with Britney Spears. Are we here for that? Yes or no in the comments, leave it. Are you here for them? This is a legit petition to replace Britney. Can you imagine? I mean, Britney Spears drooling on herself is replacing basically Robert E. Lee. I mean, I'm here for it. I'm going to say that, but it's just like, really? Couldn't we come up with somebody else?
It's got thousands of signatures already on this petition. And let's just say the statue, I'm going to need it to be really on point, down to the splooged black eyeliner. I need that. It's almost like a wax figure. We need it to be identical to Britney.
Okay. And here's why people want to do this, because, you know, she grew up in Kentwood, yes, Louisiana. So she's a longtime Louisianan. And
Louisianan.
Is that what you say? Are you a Louisianan?
I would think so. Yeah, she's a Louisianian.
She's a Louisianian. And they want to, I mean, look, I am 100%, and you talked about like not wanting to talk serious news. Well, here we go. I am all for, I think we should remove all Confederate statues. We should put them in their own museum like they do in Europe. You know, you don't see Holocaust, see or any Nazi statues up. No, they're at like certain delegated museums where you can remember that part of history. So I'm all for them coming down. Now, Britney Spears replacing them, I don't know.
But in her home state, I get it. Now, she shouldn't replace all of the statues. Just replace maybe one of them. We can get some other, maybe Taylor Swift.
But only like in Kentwood. And my thing is, how realistic is this going to be? I mean, are they going to also put the thong? Like, are they going to do like her shorts with the thong coming up? Because I agree with you. If you're going to do Britney, you need to do real Britney Spears.
You need to have softy, tiny booty shorts rolled up 3 times.
100%. You need the hair extensions where we can see all the tracks. Like, don't leave it out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, what decade of Britney are we talking? Are we talking Baby Hit Me One More Time? Are we talking bald Britney with an umbrella? Or are we talking now where she has bangs and she dances in her backyard?
Maybe like a rotating thing of statues, you know, like just like different decades of Britney. That would certainly get people going. So anyway, it's a heated debate. I cannot believe that it has even 2 signatures, but guys, it does. Thousands of signatures. Thousands. Let's thank our sponsors. Then I want to talk about also AJ and I are obsessed with TikTok. AJ has almost 200,000 followers on TikTok for her Kourtney Kardashian impressions. I'm struggling to get 8,000. I'm so pissed off. Don't even get me started. Don't even say it. Honestly, God, I put out my best work and no one cares.
If there was one thing that I didn't do should-do-bly for, it's TikTok. And yet that's where I have fame. It's like, that's the trick to life. Just stop caring. Stop giving a shit. That's what happens. I check it every day. Sarah's
Oh, keep going. I'm just upset. Yeah, keep going.
Yeah, Sarah's she never crosses her legs. And she's almost crossing her arms. It's that stance where it's like, oh, fuck off.
No, it's one of those things where you in your mind think you're so funny, and I'm like, and honestly, I can remember Brad. You guys met Brad. He's been like our long time behind the scenes, like social media booster and all this stuff, marketing strategist. So I can remember a year ago, he was like, he's like, AJ needs to get on TikTok. I was like, oh, okay, like I'll do TikTok too. He's like, I don't know what you would do. I'm like, fuck you, Brad. I will be great on this app. And honest to God, I'm the only person on TikTok, myself and one other woman, Janika Brown. We post something and people unfollow. So I hate everyone. I do. Yeah.
I don't understand it. I don't understand it. You tell me one thing about TikTok, I'm like, I don't get it. For some reason, people follow. I don't understand. Oh, God. Well, there's TikTok drama RAMA, which we'll get into.
Yeah, so the Hype House, the TikTok Hype House, if you've never heard of it, you'll be interested in this. We'll talk TikTok Hype House. We'll talk Megan Fox, as we mentioned. Also, there is a fairly well-known actor who now, I guess, obviously things are, who cares about things in the world? He's now charging $15,000 for him to join your Zoom call. I have no idea who would pay this. And also, we will talk some serious news with President Trump's niece getting ready to release a tell-all book about him, which I'm very interested in.
Yeah, she's whistleblowing the whole Trump clan. I'm very excited.
Is she though? I mean, do you feel like there's anything we don't know about them? I mean, I feel like we know pretty much everything, which is their whole life was a
fraud,
fake facade. Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
I'm just excited at the fact that it's another thing confirming all of our previous assumptions about him. So whatever helps, I'm going to read it.
Well, that's true. All right. Let's thank our sponsors. Everybody knows that the best way to support this show is to frequent our sponsors. Use them and tell them that you heard about them from our podcast. Mary and Dr. Mary from Total Dental Care in Germantown, Maryland is amazing. She is a 5-star dentist, periodontal expert. Her entire office is 5-star, just redone. They are uber clean, and now they are seeing patients again. If you have any sort of teeth issues, gum issues, don't wait. TotalDentalCareMD.com accepts all insurance. Definitely call and check, see what you are covered by. She'll take questions. Their office is open and back 100%. It's TotalDentalCareMD.com. Tell Dr. Mary that the Hey Fresh podcast sent you. Also, today's show is sponsored by BarnardMedical.org. We love Barnard Medical. First of all, they're plant-based. They're all about helping you get healthy from not only doing flu shots and all the things you should be doing, but also what you eat. BarnardMedical.org is seeing patients in DC, in the DC region, but also virtually. Live in New Hampshire and listen to us? No problem. Live in Florida? Hey, they got you. They've been doing Zoom doctor appointments. Then they can help guide you as to different blood work that you might need or a diagnosis that you might need. They're excellent. They're 5-star as well. You are going to love the Barnard Medical Group. And also, you probably know Dr. Barnard from What the Health documentary 4 years ago that went absolutely viral with all their things of why you should go plant-based and no longer eat meat. So go to BarnardMedical.org. Again, like Dr. Mary and Total Dental, they accept all major insurance, so they are there for you. All right, Andrea, where do you want to start today? There's so many great pop culture stories.
Let's just start with the TikTok Hype House, because the article and the statements that these kids put out. Ooh, Sarah. Ooh, they got my blood boiling. You have to.
It did. Okay, well, I read the statement. So if you're not on TikTok, you should be. It is endless entertainment. Even my husband, Dan Schmano, is now on TikTok and he loves it. He says that like he'll completely get lost. And I'm sure he's watching all the soccer videos or whatever, because he's in soccer.
Yeah.
And he's so much in soccer that his email signature is yours in soccer, Dan Raven.
Stop.
He just sent me an email the other day, and from his work email, and the signature is always at yours in soccer. There. I'm like, what? I'm like, honey, it's a little much. Like a little. I think you can back off with the yours in soccer. So
yours and soccer. Okay.
Yours in soccer, schman. So he, now he's on TikTok. So that's how good it is. And TikTok has these hype houses, and this one hype house in LA where this group of people, including Charlie D'Amelio, who's TikTok's biggest star, live in this house, and then they all create dances all day long. This house sounds absolutely awful. And again, another sham and lie, because it sounds like these kids don't even really live there. It's like a job to them. They go in at 9:00. They all hang out at this house. They leave all their filthy dishes around for some maid or security person to pick up, and then they leave.
It's also annoying because there's no diversity in the house. There's like
none. It's the whitest. They blend in with the wall. They're that white. They are.
Yeah, it's the most cookie cutter house. They all get together. They do their little dances. Yeah, there's like clouds on the wall. There's like these weird popular neon signs around. But it was burglarized, and they're comparing it to something like the Bling Ring. Like these girls and their mom went into the house, right?
Did you ever watch the Bling Ring movie, by the way?
Oh, yeah.
It's excellent. It's so good. Judd Apatow's wife is in it. She plays the mom, who is completely this spiritual nut who lets the kids go out all hours. They sort of self-teach themselves. And then every morning they wake up and she feeds them Adderall. So the Bling Ring movie is so good. You have to watch it. I think it's free now on Netflix. So what's interesting about this story is they're alleging that a mom brought her like 14 and 15-year-old kids to the TikTok hype house. They supposedly ask a security person if they can go in. They help themselves. They go in, they do all these dances. They go around, look at how messy it is. And then they leave. And now the TikTok hypers are saying, well, you guys broke into our house.
Here's my favorite line, though. One of the girls who participated in the break-in posted a lengthy explanation on Instagram, said, our caretaker led us to believe it was okay to see the home. We didn't steal anything. One member of the hype house, Clout House, Mr. Anon, said the group stole her tattoo gun and also her fish went missing. Okay. She said she found the tank by the toilet and now the fish is gone and dead. Oh my God, they stole your tattoo gun and your fish? What is that what you have to lose? That was my problem with the whole thing. That was my issue. Like, okay. Anon also claimed to have found the house in total disarray upon arrival, and when she and other TikTokers had the property professionally cleaned by their maids before the girls and their mom entered it. Oh my God. Okay, so you're telling me these 18-year-olds have maids for the hype house?
Yes, for the hype house. Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
So now police are investigating, right? Because initially, and of course, these idiots that broke in put it all on social media, then deleted it, then explained like, oh, this is what we were doing. We were let in by security. So now the police are actually investigating what the truth is and if there will be an arrest. This is, by the way, the TikTok hype house. This is who lives here. I don't recognize anyone except for Charlie D'Amelio and her sister.
And then you have Ray. She's in the front. She's super cute.
I don't know who she is. I have no clue. I have no clue. Do you know any of these boys? I have no idea.
I'm sure I posted them on my Cringe O'Clock segment before.
Is that Tyler Cameron in the middle? I can't tell. Who's the kid that okay, honestly. I guess, and everybody gets in trouble, right? Because you're not supposed to trash children or something. Like I know that Perez Hilton gets in so much trouble because people are like, get him off TikTok. He makes fun of kids. It's like, well, they're on here on a public forum. Yeah, we're all going to make fun of them.
Yeah, they're inviting us to make fun of them. Isn't that how it goes?
I don't know. I mean, TikTok is the oddest thing to me. It's actually the most negative space, really. But then people get really mad at you when you say anything negative about somebody.
Yeah, exactly. It's like they're inviting us to make fun of them. They're little kids. Honestly, they don't even read the comments, right? I don't think they do.
I don't read my own comments. I'm like, they don't make any sense. And then I click on it. It's like a 14-year-old. Someone wrote to me like recently, they were like, do I know you from somewhere? I clicked on his profile. I mean, if he was all of 12, it would have been, no, I don't know. I've got farts older than you. I mean, you don't know me. Like
our next trip, we did alien stock. I think we need to go and take a little trip over to the hype house, Clout House. And we just need to break in. And
I'm moving to LA. So you know it. I'll go right in there. I'll be like that mom. I'll be like, come on, kids, let's just break in. Yeah, absolutely.
And if they're not there, you said they must have either been home, they don't really live there, or they're just home for quarantine.
They don't live there. It's like their office. They rent it. They all get together for certain hours of the day. They create content. They don't live in this hype house. Honestly, I'm going to go in and take a big shit in their toilet, and I'm just going to leave it right there. I am. I'm gonna double Citracel the day before and then just let him have it. Ooh, you're getting that.
Yeah.
How do you feel? I feel like people want to talk about President Trump's niece, who's writing a book about him, by the way. Jerron says Trump is a fucking moron. Massey says, good morning. Good morning to you guys as well. Danny is on here. Britney Spears is iconic. I love Benny Drama's impression of her. Sherry says, good morning. Melinda says, good morning. Gabby says, morning. So Trump's niece is writing a tell-all book. She says, by the way, she's the leaker of tax documents or lack thereof tax documents to the New York Times. She says that the Trump family, how they fought. She also says, he's a complete fraud, that he has adjusted his own tax documents, but they're kind of keeping more salacious details about his life a secret that she's going to reveal in the book. Is that correct?
Yes, and I will be reading it. It comes out in August, I believe.
Do you want to read it really? Because I don't know. I'm so sort of done with him. I just don't even really have any interest because I think we know that everything he does is fake.
Yeah, that's a good question. Would I read the book? I think I'm going to buy the Spark Notes. If someone could just find where the Spark Notes is offered, that's what I want. Thank you.
Well, once the book comes out, someone will read it and then they'll give you all the highlights. So you really won't need to read it. She's estranged from the family, right? She says that President Trump drove his brother partially to a premature death. He died at 42 of a heart attack, but I believe it was triggered by alcoholism.
Mm-hmm.
And she says that President Trump put a ton of pressure on him to become a business person, which just wasn't in his makeup.
If she's whistleblowing the family, you think she would change her last name, just not wanting to have anything related to Trump. But here she is, Mary Trump.
Oh, that's actually, you know what? That's a great question for her. Why keep the Trump name if she doesn't like it so much? That's really good.
This is insane. That, oh my God, fraudulent tax schemes. Yeah, right? When you don't want to be a part of a family anymore, the first thing you do, change the name. Yeah,
I would, 100%. In Hollywood, it's always good to know that things, are back to normal and they're sort of neglecting everything that's going on in the world because Jeremy Piven now will join your Zoom call for $15,000. Pandemic? What pandemic? Economy hitting the skids? Forget it.
What pandemic? Also, this
10
guy.
minutes with him? Oh, please.
For $15,000? What?
$15,000. Now, Jeremy Piven, obviously I don't know him. He's probably very lovely. There's just been many rumors that he's very difficult in real life. Yes.
I mean, yeah, it was that character in Entourage was so easy for him to play because he's a douche kebab. that he was just playing himself.
Well, he also too, I always love Hollywood men that get addicted to hair plugs. He also was apparently he also was very addicted to the hair plugs. And, went bald and then showed up next season and he had a full set of hair. I enjoy the plugs so much that when men make that decision, I'm always trying to get Dan to do a toupee or the plugs.
Oh, please. Oh my God. Not just for his own, looks or anything, just because it would be content. So that's all I care about.
How funny would that segment be? Taking him to a toupee shop and getting him to do a toupee and then taking him out. And then taking him out and see if anyone stares. Because Dan and I have an ongoing joke when we're out and about. We love spotting toupees. We're always, look at that rug. Look at that rug. The men put these toupees on and they're so bad. So bad.
Does the carpet match the drapes? Get him a different color toupee so then everyone will ask.
It doesn't. And there's always a clear, distinct line. They never really blend in the back of the toupee. There's always a clear line. And then there's some really scrapey hair. You're like, sir, it's obvious here we've got a rug. Let's just take it off and act normal.
Paul is saying, do not do that to Schman.
I will do it to Schman. We make fun of people that have toupees all the time because it's just now it's so acceptable. Bald men are so hot. Why wouldn't you rock the normal hair?
Yeah, I think bald is kind of it's some women do like it bald.
I love a bald-haired man. I mean, do you hear any woman ever go, "Oh, I love a man with a toupee"? Boy, I love a guy with a rug. No,
hell no.
No one wants to hop in bed with a guy that's going to unsnap his hair. Okay, no one's do you ever hear that one? No.
Well, sometimes they're glued on really well. Sometimes those are attached to the scalp and you cannot remove it. It takes weeks to remove.
Yeah, literally, they glue them on. Do you ever hear a woman go, "Oh, good boy, I love a man with hair plugs"? Boy, I'm looking forward to taking my man to surgery where he's getting these plugs in. No woman says that. No.
You're right. You're right. I would rather take it bald than with toupee.
We want a confident man who's rocking what they got. We're insecure enough. And you're telling me now I've got to massage your hair plugs? Fuck off. Like, no way. No way. How do you guys feel about this? Now the NFL is saying, Roger Goodell came out. He says that now he'll support any team that picks up Colin Kaepernick. Is anyone screaming through the computer too little, too late? I mean, are you kidding now?
Again,
how about 5 years ago when the man needed a job?
Yeah, again, here we are doing this just for the Black Lives Matter movement. I don't know. Are we happy to see it? Yes, because we've been screaming this from the top of our lungs, as you said, but it's a little too late. I don't know.
I agree, right? I don't know how old Colin Kaepernick is. Anybody in the comments know Cap's age? I'm imagining now he's got to be in his mid-30s, right? Which is basically when most NFL players start to retire.
Yeah.
So Goodell says that, obviously came out last week, said the NFL apologized, that they should have been on board with the Black Lives Movement matter years ago, but now they're apologizing. They are ready to support it now. They realize, their mistake. And now they say that they want Kaepernick to play. But I don't know. I think you've waited so long.
I know. And their age is definitely a determining factor.
Yeah. I think that story just it was infuriating, I think, to a lot of people, because it's years ago that would have been helpful then. But now I feel like, a lot's changed in the NFL in 4 or 5 years since Cap started his protest.
Yeah, I'm reading this article. There's 8 teams that say they want him. The most logical ones for him are the Ravens, the Houston Texans, Jacksonville Jaguars, Kansas City Chiefs, Los Angeles Chargers, Minnesota Vikings, the Eagles, and Tennessee Titans. Okay, so not your team or my team.
These are current teams that are entertaining, having Cap for a training.
Yes, Colin Kaepernick landing spots. This is an NFL article on CBS Sports. 8 most logical teams to sign the former 49ers quarterback. So the most logical teams, I guess they're saying, is this would make sense for him.
Okay, well, that'd be good. Melinda says any progress is good. First of all, there's no football if COVID is out of control. I know, and I feel like COVID's going to be out of control. We actually meant to talk about this yesterday, but, of course, our boyfriend, Dr. Fauci, continues to say that it's going to be really bad, the second wave, because now people are just out and about.
Oh my, it's as if we never had a pandemic. And can I say, I'm not even kidding. Ocean City they have no worries.
None. What happened to the bar in Ocean City that was making everyone get in a giant 6-foot tube? Did they just throw that out the window? They were like, fuck it. You don't even need to get in the tube anymore.
Fishtails, they're still doing the tubes. They're still doing the 6-foot tubes, but you can't be in a tube with anyone else. But if you come with somebody, you both have to be in separate tubes. You have to yell to your friend. It's not even worth it. It's like just drink in your backyard.
I know. Yeah. Well, here in Arlington, you wouldn't know. People walk around with no masks.
Walk around all the time. Yeah. I feel like, it's supposed to be in the summertime. The numbers are going to go down, but we're all seeing the curve has not stopped. The curve has not been.
And I feel like even 2 weeks, 3 weeks more, as we head into July, are things going to pick up? Maybe, I don't know. Maybe the virus, because of the warm weather, is sort of tapering down, but I agree. I don't think we're going to have much baseball. I don't think we're going to have much football. At least if we have football, I doubt that there's going to be any fans. Claire says, come on, Colin. You would look so good in purple and black. Yes.
Okay. Claire wants him in the Ravens.
I think that'd be so awesome. I'm a longtime Tom Brady fan, so I think I'm a Buccaneers fan now. Didn't you hear the news story of the protest if thousands of people and only one guy ended up catching it? Okay, wait, no, Danny, what's the deal? Then what's the ratio if only one person got it? Didn't you hear the news story of the protest? Okay, wait, so are you saying if one person gets it, then how many people are infected? Okay, the CDC even said he didn't catch it from the protest. Oh, so we already have somebody that's positive that went to a protest. I'm not surprised. I figured there'd be a lot more than one.
I know. That's why that story is really good. I want to know. Yeah, what's the percentage of people?
Danny, follow up and tell us what they're saying about that. That only one person was infected, period, or one person will now infect X amount of people. AJ, how do we feel about Megan Fox, the actress, Brian Austin Green? I know you've wanted to talk about this because it's such an odd parent. The whole thing is odd. But if you follow celebrity dirt like we do, Megan Fox is now left and separated from Brian Austin Green. Everybody knows him from his 90210 years and is now with Machine Gun Kelly. I think they're so hot together. I love them dating.
Yeah.
You don't like them dating?
No, I like it. It's just that her and Brian Austin Green. She's got these guys with 3 names. That's her shtick, I guess. It's MGK and Brian BAG Bag. Okay. I just feel like they had such a good relationship. They have 3 boys. I thought they were perfect for each other. He likes them a little bit like spicy. She likes like the rocker, hot. I don't know. I loved them together. And for her to just go to MGK, it's like, what is this? MGK is like another twig with tattoos. I don't understand.
Well, she does seems to like the twiggy-ish guys. But I actually like them together. I think I always thought that Megan Fox was in her 40s, but I came to find out she's only 34.
Yes.
I was like, really? Okay, sister. Seems like you've been around a lot longer than that. Plus you've got 3 children.
That's what I thought. I know she looks fantastic. I'm going to try to pull up some pictures. And let me just say, yeah, these pictures, she looks like she's a teenager again. I mean, she looks fresh-faced, hot, wearing those ripped jeans, living the life. And MGK just right there with his bleached blonde hair. I don't know what's going on.
MGK. Well, I think he's hot. He's an up-and-coming, actor for sure. Obviously, everybody knows his music. But I like them together. Brian Austin Green, though, the oddest part. So here they were yesterday out in Los Angeles, no masks. Hi.
No mask.
Hey, you guys here. I'm the paparazzi here. Do you two mind putting on a mask for my safety? Thanks. I mean,
thanks.
Not a fucking mask in sight.
And what show did we talk about? We talked about MGK's music video where Megan Green was just them 2 together, and she electrocutes him in the tub. He's wearing this pink duct tape, even though he's not tied up. I mean, it was all sorts of type of weird.
That was the dumbest music video of all time, because she wakes up from bed sitting next to him, and then she puts duct tape over his mouth, but all his arms are free and so are his legs, so he can easily pull it off. It was the stupidest thing you've ever seen.
His breath stank, Sarah. His breath stank. She was trying to duct tape that mouth shut.
Maybe that was it. Maybe it was a homemade mask, or his breath was rank, because it made 0 sense. And then the video went from there, and she just dances in it's honestly like they rented a mansion or something. And they're like, what can we let's just smoke a joint and see what comes out of this. They're like, good enough, And that was it.
For me. Yeah.
Brian Austin Green now is dating Courtney Stodden. Do we believe this?
Oh my Lord.
Oh my God.
Okay. So remember how I said I really cared that Megan Fox was dating MGK? Okay, I don't care anymore. This news that Brian Austin Green went from Megan Fox to Courtney Stodden. She's 25, you guys. Now, if you remember, she dated that man when she was 16, that old farticle. They were on Dr. Phil, and remember she was high and just staring at him, and her tits were out. I didn't know what was up from down. And now Brian Austin Green is dating Courtney Stodden. Okay,
yeah. Who did she date? Because she actually had a very famous relationship.
This guy, Hutchinson, Doug
Hutchinson. Okay. Actually, it wasn't that famous. I was thinking she dated somebody else.
I was gonna say, I'm sorry, Sarah. What do you consider a famous actor?
Sorry, Doug Hutchinson's hand. Yeah. Okay. Not that great. But yeah, she was 16 when she married him.
Yes, 16. And I was reading an article I think 2019, she was saying she wants to make it work with him because she had a little stint with an Asian guy that she dated. And then she went back to Doug. And now she's made her way to Brian.
Why do these people look so old, though? Courtney Stodden is only 25. And you're the same age. Yet you look like you're 19. And this woman looks like she's rounding 50. I mean, How did they get so old so quick in Hollywood? Is it just the life? I don't get it.
All right. You're saying I look 19. Look, it's because I don't have any plastic surgery yet. Obviously, she's got probably some fillers.
But it doesn't look good. It doesn't look good. You know what I mean?
I mean, I think she's pretty sexy.
You do?
I mean, I'm not going to if I saw her in a bar, I'd be like, yeah, she looks like a Hollywood vixen.
Oh my God. The
totally
tits
Hollywood
look like they hurt. They're so
true.
fake. They're so blown up. Bring it back up. The poor thing. Okay. And it's almost like we're trying to go for a Marilyn Monroe hybrid here or something. I just look natural. She is naturally so pretty if we just didn't have all these added things. I've always wanted to hook up with a woman too with fake boobs. Is it weird? I mean, you must feel the silicone, right? They must be very hard.
Yes, they're hard. That's why you can always tell. They're extremely perky. No matter what you do, you take the bra off, they're still there. They just lay there like.
Is it like feeling up a basketball? I mean, do you just start like punching them around? I mean, do they have any feeling? Because it's just like they're two hard silicone things that don't move throughout. Isn't that odd? Like you're starting to do doggy style, but yet the tits stay just right where they are. Nothing shakes. Like
I'm sure we need to get our intern in here to describe to us the difference between Oh,
this is a great time to intro Max. And Max is obviously like becoming the tit expert. Where's Max? Okay, this is very exciting. We have a new intern here at the Hey Fresh podcast, Max Edwards. Max, are you available? Max,
we've got to close his bedroom door so his parents don't hear.
Yeah, no, this is a crazy entrance.
Okay, Max, welcome to the show. And Max, tell the listeners, how old are you, Max, by the way?
I'm 21.
20. Oh, thank God you can drink. I was actually thinking about that the other day. I thought, when this is all over, I want to take the show out for a celebratory drinking night, like in dinner. But I thought, shit, is Max old enough to go?
I mean, yeah, but I've been drinking since I was like 15. So like as long as we're not partying, like it's cool. It's cool.
Okay, Max, this is like only week 2, by the way, of you being on the show. Now, this show is sort of like anything goes. We ask all these questions. Now, do you think you've ever hooked up with a woman who has had fake boobs?
That's an interesting question because like I did it for the first time actually like last week.
What? Wait, what? Okay, what?
So that's why this was funny. Like I was like,
wait a minute. Hold up. How did you secure this in quarantine is what I want to know. Close the door.
Okay. I'm talking about my business right now. Can you repeat that question?
For Max to stay with his parents.
The question is, how did you secure this in quarantine, and when did you realize that they were fake? During the hookup, or like you knew in the pictures?
So I secured it because I know her. She goes to school around me in DC, and then so we was doing our thing. It was actually the second time around, and like. She was like on top of me. I was doing my thing or whatever, and then I see like a scar, and like I double taked it, and then she just told me like they're fake. So I mean, it took like a round or two for me to figure it out. But then like I realized it's different, but like it wasn't as different as I thought it would be. I've been thinking about it a little bit. I don't know if I have a strong opinion on it. I don't have a preference right now, but like I mean, it was interesting. I'm glad it happened.
I'm glad it happened too. Okay, soft or hard in relation to real tits, you can tell the difference, right? Like fake tits feel like hard bubble.
Thinking back on it, I could definitely tell, but it wasn't like super hard. Like it was definitely a little squishy, perky for sure, like all the time.
Oh, all the time. See, that's
But that's like a personal preference. Like I wasn't like amazed by him. I'm not like trying to go.
Wow. Okay.
Okay, that's all right. That's good to know. Yeah, because and the thing is, when they're real because they hang down almost like those emergency cones. Like those are like mine do anyway. They're like long and sagging. It's just really awful. Yeah,
they've been around the block a couple times.
Yeah. Oh my God, please. That's how you know they're real. They're like long and cone-like. You're like, okay, what happened here? Well, that's good to know that they felt natural. Great.
I prefer the real ones if I'm really having to make a decision.
Do you though? Yeah, we're asking. Oh, really?
You don't have to say.
Big like boob guy, anyways. Though, so like my opinion is super credible, but
it's more ass.
Yeah, but I always show love. You know what I mean? Like I gotta let them know they're there.
I'm not going to ignore your tits. I am going to show them love.
No, yeah, they're there.
Max. You also you go to Georgetown. You're a football. What do we need to know about you? You also play football. We haven't even talked much about that, right? You're on the football team. Okay, how's that going? Are you even practicing?
So I just got off a meeting actually before this. We've been doing Zoom meetings like every day, starting at like 8 to go till whenever they feel like it's over with. But we're learning plays. I've been working out. Can't do anything right now, and we don't really know what's going on as far as going back right now. But yeah.
Now, Max, I always hear about Georgetown basketball, but does Georgetown have a good football team?
So, yeah, we're in the Patriot League. It's a CAA, so it's a conference like below the FBS basketball level. That's why we're a basketball school. Okay. But for our conference, like we're good. It's Division I, FCS football. But, I mean, our basketball program hasn't been doing so high either. So, as a whole, the school's kind of a soccer school right now. Honestly.
Really?
Yeah, we just won the national championship this year. Like, and yeah, we're like the best team. Like,
Oh
Had
shit!
no clue.
yeah,
Had no clue.
yeah,
Like
no,
we're the number one in
good.
the nation. Okay.
Yeah, we are that team.
Max, what is it like being a college athlete? Because I never was. I went to an all-women's college, and we were not good in any sports at all. Maybe golf, but I didn't know how to golf. So, but do women just throw themselves at you? You're a college athlete. I mean, are the women just like all ready to just suck your dick at any moment?
I mean, I'm not like one to talk about like myself.
Thank you, Max. You don't
in
have to
that way
answer
or
anything
anything.
you don't want to answer.
But it doesn't make things harder.
I will say that.
I bet.
Your schedule is so rigorous, right? Because you go from class and you guys, I mean, at least at Syracuse, the guys, I talked to a couple of athletes.
Oh, really?
What do you want from me? But
okay, I knew you were a turf hoe.
The soccer guys were shorter than me, but I did talk to he was like imported. He was a Russian or German soccer player. He was really hot, but I found out he was talking to literally 20 girls. So I was like, all right, it's fine. But they always had required study hall, and then they had to go to practice. So the only thing they did was just get like really drunk the one night a week they had off. So is that really all you guys have off?
So yeah, they kind of control our whole life, but like I think that's a part of the attraction that like we're not as available as everyone else. Like
that's true.
You got one
that's
shot.
why the women want you even more.
I don't know, but like that's just what I think.
First of all, I appreciate Will, our viewer, so much. I just joined. We went from nipples to sports. Yes, that is the show. Welcome to the show.
Crazy transition.
Max, what position do you play in football?
I played slot receiver. I played corner and stuff in high school in a bunch of positions, but in college, it's just like I play receiver. I catch passes.
Okay, and do you want to go pro, or is this like no?
I'm cool off that. Like I love football. I love competing and stuff, but I don't want to get CTE for a living.
Oh yeah, CTE.
That's just not. That was
it's
not
the sad reality.
I know. You know what that is? That is like the sad truth. Isn't that awful? Yeah, you're like. No, it's a great experience for college, but beyond that, good for you. I agree with you. I think that is the scariest part. And we do forget that.
Yeah, I'll just live through my kids with that part.
Oh, so you're okay with them being like, they can have CTE. You just don't want it.
I mean, like if that's what they want, that's their life. But like, I mean, I'm gonna be cheering them on,
Oh my God, Max, you are going to be so great on this show. If anybody has questions for Max, you're going to be seeing a lot more of Max. Max, you want to kind of go into entertainment, right? And broadcasting?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm interested in going to law school, hopefully be an entertainment lawyer.
That's right.
Yes, we
Max,
need one of those.
We need your help. My God, we need your help so desperately. Honest to God, I feel like we're always 2 seconds away from getting sued. So like if you could speed up.
That's not good.
I know, no kidding.
Give me like 4 years.
Okay. Max, well, we love having you on board. We can't wait to hear your opinions. What do you think of the show so far, Max?
I mean, I love it. I like how we can just bounce from topic to topic and like it seems like nothing. Like someone said earlier, it was like nipples to sports. I don't know how it happened. It happened and we're here now.
And here we are.
Okay. Max, honestly, this is so much fun. And I think the biggest challenge for us is going to not try to sexually harass you. And that is, we need our own code of conduct here on the show.
Late, but like, I think I'm not.
Don't sue us, okay?
Y'all don't have to, you don't have to worry about anything. I'll be representing y'all.
Max, what document can we put up that we need some boundaries with you? Because here's the thing, Max, when you get married, you're going to realize that once you get married, everyone else of the opposite sex becomes 18 times hotter. Okay,
really?
That's like yes.
I worry about that.
It's true. But look, I'm older, so wait to get married. I'm really happy that I got married when I was older because I had a lot of fun when I was younger. So I would say don't settle down for a while.
What's a good age? Because me and my friends been talking about it because I don't see it coming anytime soon.
No,
I'm not ready.
You need another.
I'm not ready.
Max, like you need a good another 10 years. You need 10 years. I think I waited a little, like I was a little later in life when I got married, but I think like at 32, 33, I really started to settle down. You need 10 years to head out there. Because, I mean, you're a big time football star. You've got to have sex with all these women with fake tits. Then you're going to be an attorney. So then you're going to have a lot of money to take out these women with fake tits.
Exactly, yeah.
You've got to experience that before you settle down.
I got to buy them the tits too. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
You've got to buy the women the tits. I mean,
usually just let the sucker before buy the tits, and then you just reap all the benefits. You got to find one that already tricked a guy into buying them. Yeah.
Plus, she'll always remember me. Like I'm on you. Like I'm on you forever. So like, if we don't work out. Like it is what it is. Like those are mine.
So Max, what's the deal? We do have a lot of single women that do listen to this show. They're always asking us to hook them up. They always want us to put their pictures on our IG story. Max, are you single? Are you dating anybody? What is your status?
So yeah, I'm single. I'm not really looking for anything, but I'm not opposed to anything. Like I said, I'm not like ready to get married yet. But like I'm open to the conversation.
Okay, I feel like you said both yes and no at the same time. I liked it.
Yeah, I mean, I got kind of good at that. Like, especially recently, I gotta say it sometimes.
Max, be honest. Were you interested in any of the stories that we talked about today, or you didn't give one fuck?
I mean, no. Like, I really started listening with the fake tip thing because of last week, and then like you brought me on. I was like, this is perfect. Like, what an intro.
What an intro!
And then with Megan Fox too, though, that was like my first love, like from Transformers 1. So I love to hear about
Megan Fox. Yes, Transformer 1. Yes.
Yeah, she's doing well. I always love to hear about her. So yeah, no, I've been locked in.
Clay is giving you the advice. Let her buy her own tits, Max. Save your money. Okay, well that's probably good advice.
Max seems like a giver.
If that's my girl, though, you know what I mean, and she's asking like for them, like I might just go ahead and buy her them.
Wow.
Or Christmas or her birthday or something. I'll surprise her.
And
I
Max,
don't know how that works.
Does anyone ever tell you look like a celebrity?
Yes, and I know who you're talking about.
Who?
Yeah, it's actually this is great. So like, I mean, in high school, everyone called me Don before they called me Max because of the dude from Iron Man, Don Cheadle. That he looks like my dad.
Bring up a side by side. Okay, bring up a side.
Yes, Don
So like, funny story too. Like my freshman year of college and stuff. So like, to start conversations with girls and stuff, I would tell them that he's my dad. Yeah, so it
and
worked.
Did women believe that?
I mean, like, no, but like, I just wanted to start the conversation. You know what I mean?
I feel you. When I bring up this picture, Sarah is
Wait, let me see.
I'm gonna get close to the screen for it. No, it's not.
I guess I see it maybe in the eyes. Where do people?
What the smile? The smile.
Is it the smile?
Yes.
Okay. It's most of it for sure.
Sarah's like, I don't see it.
Sure. I mean, at least I know what I'm going towards, I guess.
Yeah.
But that's a good pickup line. Like my dad is Don Cheadle.
Max,
yeah,
you look like
I usually say it's the guy from Iron Man because people don't.
People won't. Yes.
But yeah.
Max, how tall are you? Are you a tall guy?
I mean, I'm 6 foot flat. So I don't know. Is that?
I thought you said 6'5". I was like, what? Okay, 6 foot flat. Okay.
Oh my God, that would be awesome. If you were 6'5", you would carry us around. Like that would be amazing. Like you would just like
you'd be our bodyguard.
I would love to be 6'5" some days, for sure.
I say that because I imagine Don Cheadle actually is very small. Most Hollywood actors are very tiny. And you too, even though I haven't met you yet in real life, you looked like 6 foot. Yeah, you looked bigger. Don Cheadle, I bet, is my size. You know, I picture meeting Don Cheadle and we're 5'4", having a great conversation eye to eye. But like you look taller than Don.
Well, I have a question for y'all. So like, what's the perfect height though? Like, what are y'all looking for?
Don Cheadle's 5'8". You're right. And let me tell you, the perfect height is not 5'8".
Dang.
Really? I would be into 5'8". I'd be into 5'8".
I'm 5'8", Sarah.
You're tall. You're massive. Sometimes you stand next to me and I have to look way up. 5'8" would work for me. 6 foot is perfect, Max. I always think of like if I could date Rob Gronkowski, who's like 6'7". Like to me, I don't know. That's so weird. You know, you've got to climb up to find his dick. I can't do that. I mean, you know.
I mean, usually you're horizontal on it, so it's not like you're going to be climbing, scaling his ass to get.
I would have to scale Gronk's ass. Like, you know what I mean? You just be shimmying up those legs. No, you're perfect. That is perfect. 6 foot.
For all my 5'8" kings in the chat, keep your head up.
Keep your head up because it'll add at least 2 inches.
Keep your head up because like all you need is a mouthpiece. You just gotta be able to talk.
It's so true. I like short guys, so I'm here for it. But I'm odd.
She is. She thinks not Joe Pesci. Why do I always Fauci?
Oh my God, I'm so obsessed with Anthony Fauci. And he's all of 5'3". He's the tiniest, oldest. And I did have an old man fetish for a while. But
yeah, no, we're talking about the doctor, the COVID guy?
Yes.
Yo, like, I'm like, is there another one that that I don't know about? Like, because I see who you're talking about. Like, what is happening?
So that is Sarah's type. Just like the
so
just
hot.
Skinny, little, intelligent, articulate. Yeah, that's Sarah.
Something I was saying about the other day, like at what age do people like stop having sex if they do? Like I was actually thinking about that like yesterday. I don't know why. But
well, don't ask me.
You know what I mean? Like, do you just have sex until you die, or do you stop?
Yes.
Well, you know that the STD rates in elderly homes is like one of the highest because they're always boning.
Yeah, honestly, that's good news. That's good news. At least we'll still be like having fun.
Maybe you'll be worn out though, Max. I mean, think about it. Think about all the sex you're going to have in the next 10 years. I mean, by the time you get to be 60, you may want to just rest. Like maybe you just want to hang out with your guys. Yeah.
I'll have to see. Because like hopefully by then I'll be married and like I won't be remarried or anything like that, you know. But I don't know, I gotta see.
No, I think people still are having sex at all ages. All ages. Yeah. AJ's parents are always doing it, and they're how old?
I wouldn't say always, but when I catch them, it seems often.
Well, they're often knocking boots, and it's really just like disturbing in her house.
Good for them. Good for them. Good for them.
That's what I say. But
not good for AJ.
Not good for me. Well, okay, so my bed is in our other house. We're now staying in Ocean City. But in our other house, my bedroom is right underneath theirs. And I think we were celebrating someone's birthday. So we had all been drinking. And so I was up just like scrolling on Instagram and I heard noises. And their house is large. We have like tall ceilings. So it's almost hard. It was like a faint scratching noise. And I go, oh, hell no. I flipped out. I put on 3 fans all around my room, noise cancellation. I started putting on ocean sounds. I was like, absolutely not. I started imagining the humping and it was horrible.
Yeah, thank God I've never ever even been close to like having an altercation like that.
You just wait.
No, I'm 25. It happened for the first time when I was 25. And my best friend in high school, she walked into her parents all the time. Her mom was famous for giving blowjobs, and she walked in on her. Famous. She was known. She walked in on her mom giving.
By who? Like people in high school? Like everybody knew her mom?
Yeah,
like, they know her as the blowjob mom.
She's famous in the household. Like, oh yeah, that's just mom. She gives dad blowjobs all the time.
Oh, but Max, you've never walked in on your parents having sex? I mean, I did years ago. It's like the most traumatic thing.
Maybe when I was a kid, there's like one moment that I look back on and I'm like, I don't know what happened. Where like, you know, as a kid, you like knock on your parents' door if you can't sleep or whatever.
Yes.
I was doing that and opened the door and like the way that, as I look back on it, the way that they were laying down is how I would lay down if I got caught having sex. You know what I mean? So like as a kid, it was like, oh, they're just like chilling, but like.
Did they stop? Because my parents didn't stop. I had a nightmare the same way. Like I was 12 years old. I had to go in and talk to them. They were rolling around on top of each other. It was the most traumatic thing ever. And they never even stopped. I was like, Mom, Dad. And then I just had to go back to bed. It's traumatic.
They stopped, but they locked the door forever after that. Every night. Yeah, I still give them like some shit for that sometimes. Honestly. I don't call them out for whatever was happening because I don't even want to talk about that.
Well, see, there you go. Then you know that sex continues. All ages.
Yeah. Sore subject.
I'm not gonna ask them.
Well, Max, we are super excited that you were on the show. You guys, you're going to be seeing and hearing much more from Max. Big welcome. Max, do you have social media that you want people to follow you or you want no one?
Yeah, I mean, no, go ahead. I'll put my handle in the chat.
Yes.
Okay, Max will put his handle in the chat. Guys, if you get a chance today, head to our iTunes and leave a review of the show. Hit 5 stars. Tell us what you love about the show. iTunes.com. You know it on your app. If you've got an iPhone or a desktop, just put in Hey Frage Podcast. Hit 5 stars. Tell us what you love. You guys will be back tomorrow. We absolutely love you. Thank you for listening. Bye, everybody.
Bye, guys. Bye.